Greetings again, back with another record unboxing. This one is from HMV Japan. I have bought from them before, I think twice before, but this is the first time I've bought new LPs from them. Now, they're a little bit odd in the way they work. So you can either buy used items or you can buy new, but for some reason they don't allow you to mix and match the two together, which is a little bit annoying in one way, because if you see something from both camps, you can't buy them at the same time and then bundle them up. Now, this one was a bit of a saga again. I don't know why this is happening a bit, but I ordered, I think it was 9 LPs or 10 or something. Some were on sort of like back order, and I was willing to wait. That's like no issue at all. Then within about 2 weeks, they said, look, one was not actually available at all. They were no longer, the manufacturers were no longer producing the record. It had been deleted from that, even though HMV had advertised it as being available. So they cancelled that one. I was like, okay, I took a bit of a hit there because every time there's not a record that I've ordered, I take a hit on the postage overall cost. So I waited, and then other ones started to come in. And every month they kind of update you to let you know, look, these aren't in due, so therefore do you want to continue waiting? Do you want to do it in 2 lots and pay 2 different, more postage rates? Or do you just want to cancel it, sort of thing? So that they give you options. Now, look, for about 3 months, I was waiting for 2 records, a little bit more. And I said, yeah, I'll wait. And they kept emailing me after a month. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I'll wait. Look, we got after 3 months. I'd only just done it. And then about 2 weeks later, they went, whoops, no, sorry. Both of those LPs that you've been waiting for are not available from the manufacturer's labels. Then, they're deleted. Look, it was annoying because, had they told me that earlier, or if it wasn't advertised, then I would have rebundled it differently. But then the odd thing is they charged me actually more for postage in the end. They said, oh, sorry, and this is what the recalculated postage is going to be. But it was actually more for less LPs that I was left with. And by then I was just, oh, you're kidding me. I've been waiting, 3.5 months for these other ones that came in, and I didn't want to give them up. So, yeah, I paid the extra. Look, in the end, it's still going to be cheaper than if I bought them elsewhere. So, hey, I'll cut my losses there and look for the wins in this box. Anyway, I've shown stuff from HMV before in terms of their packaging, parceling before. You can see here, this one's not the biggest one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, pause this, open it safely, come back to you. Alrighty, cut it open, ready to crack on. Here we go. So the flip top. Alright. Avoid any spoilers as usual. Okay, so we've got some bubble wrap situation. Appears to be just one bundle. So I'll just, I might just remove that. It's going to be easier to get them out. If I just pull that out. Alright. I'll just pull from the top of this one. Oh yeah, baby, been after this for a while. We've got some William Onyeabor, his first LP, self-produced. I think this is about 1977. Obviously reissue here, not the original. And this is the original, the reissue on Lueka Bop, David Byrne's label. So yeah, this is not, oh, sorry, it's fallen out of this. because this is supposed to be brand new, so I'm wondering what's happened there. This is. I mean, it looks new, it's just not sealed, so unless it didn't come like vacuum sealed. Yeah, and that's just scanning that wear from the original covers rather than reconstruct. So it looks really authentic. It's just that's not real wear. Look, yeah, this is his your first LP. There is 2 versions of this. I think one came out in about 82, I think, as well, like another version of this. But actually, I don't know if they redid the whole album, but there was one less track. So I wanted the version with more tracks, or one more track. Yeah, love me some William Onyeabor. Yeah, this should be very interesting. It was made out to be a film. I think he was supposed to do a soundtrack to a film that he was also producing on his Will Films independent label. I don't know if that's... Oh, they've probably got rid of all the logos. There's a Loaka Bop logo, and usually there's the Will Films or Willie Films. I forget which one it's called. And obviously it's got a barcode there. Whoops, sugar. I want to wreck it before I've started. But yeah, so chuffed to finally have that. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'll just put that aside. All right, next up from the bottom. Oh yeah, boy. Now this is a reissue. I think it's from 1976, and I believe it's on the... Well, originally it was on the same label, Delight, as like Kool and the Gang, in particular, and Crown Heights Affair, and the KGs. And this is the Rhythm Makers Soul on Your Side. It's actually usually quite pricey. I got a fairly decent price, which is why I pulled the trigger. Sorry for that. You can probably hear my dog barking. Thanks, Peps, for the running commentary. Yeah, so this is sort of funky sort of stuff. I think they're a little bit slick in places, but, you know, we're talking 76 with songs like Funkin' You. So, you know, it gives you a bit of an idea, but I think it might have a little bit of slick elements, but not too much for 1976 4-piece band. I believe this is actually quite popular in Japan, and I'm not sure if this is a Japanese reissue. I know I think did some like a reissue version. I don't think this one is the Japanese. This is Be With. So let's just check the spine, hey? See if the spine gives us any... it just gives us blur. Be With again, Be With Records. I don't think you'll be able to see that unless it does its focus job right there, which I don't think it's going to do. Oh, trust me on that one. Oh, there it is there anyway. Be With Records release. So re-release. BMG rights. Yeah, okay. That's going to be some great sort of funky stuff. And look, it is post 75, but hey, I think there's enough goodness there. Next up, well, this one should have been in a different order. But got another William Onyeabor. Now, this is Good Name. I think his last album, I believe it's 1983, possibly. So I'm pretty sure this is the last one I need, except for that the Crashes in Love second version. If I want to be a true completist in terms of his LP output and reissues. I'll see how I feel about that down the track. And it is a full LP, but it's got 2 songs. Let's Fall in Love with Good Name, the title track. Yeah, another Luaka Bop, however you want to say it, reissue. I don't know if there's any indication on there saying which year, but look, I'm pretty certain it's around like 1983. And I'm pretty sure was his last release. But yeah, so it's really nice to have it. I haven't actually listened to this. Well, I don't think I have, or if I did, it was a long time ago. This is purely to be completists and purely out of love for Mr. Onyebor. And again, I think I got a pretty good price. I think it was, around about the 30 Australian, brand new and sealed. As I said, these are all new from HMV. As I said, they won't let you mix and match online. This one I'm happy I got. Finally, I got a decent price, I think, compared to some other places, because it's always, at the moment, very expensive. It's a Music on Vinyl 180 grammer reissue. It is the one and only Bill Withers, Just As I Am, first LP. Finally, how good to get that. Originally on Sussex Records, so that now means I've got all 4 Sussex, if you don't include any like greatest hits sort of compilations. What's this, 71 or 72? I think probably 71. I think, yep, there we go. Yep, songs being covered to death on here, but that doesn't, detract from the quality of this LP. And the songs, just, stellar. Groundbreaking stuff, really. Idiosyncratic. Bill Withers, 180 gram. Music on vinyl, so I am expecting, even though it says audiophile, whatevs, but I am expecting this to sound really good, because, most of the time, music on vinyl reissues do sound very good. I've only seen a couple of negative reviews of some music on vinyl. I don't know about this one. So I'm going to be very confident, say this should be a cracking reissue. And nice, it's on a little bit of thicker vinyl, just because hopefully it won't really warp as much or whatever, or at all. All right, the next one. Now, this is a reissue, but this is like, this is an EU cheaper reissue by Jazz Images. I can't remember if Jazz Images is French or maybe Italian, possibly Spanish, but yeah, it's an EU thing, and it doesn't have the original cover, which is the thing that I've compromised on in terms of getting it a bit cheaper, but it is in some sort of gatefold. It says deluxe. Well, we don't know if it's deluxe. Still got some nice image. It's just that the original on the front, and that is Donald Byrd's Royal Flush, which was originally Blue Note, I believe. And it does say Herbie Hancock there. I think that's just a bit of a cash in later. I'm pretty sure this might have been Herbie Hancock's first session, recording session, if not first Blue Note recording session. So they've snuck his name on later and changed the cover. I do like the photo's still cool, but it captures both of them there. And that does look like a, what's his name, Wolf? Francis Wolf photo, anyway, that they've sourced. It just might not be from that session, but anyway. And here we've got a bit of a hype info sticker, because the other reason I got this, you get the bonus track. I don't care if it's being digitally mastered and stuff. I don't care. It will, normally these things sound really good. I've only had a couple of little issues with these EU ones. So, as long as it sounds good, I'm all good with that. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, you can't always trust reviews, but it's got 5 stars there. Reckons limited edition. These things always say limited edition and audiophile. vinyl. But I will say, they do usually sound really, really quiet, these EU ones. They look cheap in some ways, but mostly, I tell you, I'm, usually really happy with these playing them. I do see here, though, that's not too bad. I don't mind that they've actually at least referenced the cover there. So I don't know how they got away with that or not. I'm not sure. I think these are probably not genuine reissues because they'll be out of copyright in terms of the year. I think this is like 1961. If I have a look, is it going to tell me down here? There you go. Well, the session 61 there. Oh, there you go. Back cover photos. It's saying from other sessions as well. But that's okay. It's saying it's from Francis Wolff photos. So, that's authentic Blue Note photography and session photography. But yeah, so the other thing is we've got some other nice players on here. Pepper Adams going a bit more old school there. We've got Butch Warren on bass and Billy Higgins. Billy Higgins sometimes gets lively, puts in a little bit more oomph. So it'll be interesting to see if he does that on this 61 session. Yeah. Donald Byrd. Next up, and I think, this is the last one because, I was expecting more. I didn't get the other two. This one is, I think it's a bit of a kind of compilation of an obscure band of songs around, I think, 74, 75, but compiled together as an album of like era songs. So there's that consistency. And this is by the Ebony Rhythm Funk Campaign. Great name. Look at that. This is, as you can see there, a Japanese press, so that's nice, by P-Vine. I believe they're, yep, P-Vine Records. Often see their reissues. Some nice funk stuff. This is called 69 cents. Didn't cost me 69 cents, but I didn't pay a hell of a lot. As I've seen, I got a pretty good bargain. I can't remember exactly how much. But yeah, this is some sort of funky soul-y stuff. By a band that was around a little bit. I don't know how much they had. I think they may have had one or two albums, official or just singles or something. I've forgotten. So this is a band I don't own anything of, like the Rhythm Makers. So it's nice to get again some more obscure funky stuff, especially when lately I've been getting a lot of jazz, and that's okay. But this particular haul, I've got some Onyebor, I've got Bill Withers, funky soul. Got the Rhythm Makers, and I got this one. So the only jazz one I got was the Donald Byrd EU reissue. So it's nice to sort of go back in and beef up a bit more sort of funky stuff, and obviously the African sort of funky stuff with Onyebor. Yeah, but really looking forward to these LPs as more obscure ones, and get that sort of obscure funk stuff. Hard to get things in an easier package. And look, I'll still say they were decent enough prices. So there we go. It's a smaller haul. Should have been bigger. The other two I wanted to get was Stacks of Funk. I think they're all Stacks of Truth. What's it called? The Stacks compilation 2 LP album, the first volume. I've got the second volume, and it's out of print now. It sucks. And the other one was Leaders of the New School for a decent price there. First LP. Damn, I'm bummed about not getting both of those. But hey, I should be bloody happy I got the rest. All right. See you later.